There's something nobody tells you when you start riding. It's not the big stuff, it's all the little things, the moments, the lessons, the bad habits you build without even knowing. So today, I'm giving you 10 riding tips I wish someone told me on day one. I'm Matthew from Autozium, and if you're just getting into motorcycles, this is the kind of video I wish I had years ago. Tip 1: You don't need to go fast to be a good rider. Here's the truth most beginners don't realize: the best riders aren't the fastest ones. They're the most controlled, the most aware, the most consistent. Riding fast might look cool in the movies. It might feel powerful for a second. But in the real world, most of your oh no moments happen when you're barely moving. Stalling in traffic, wobbling at a stop sign, tipping the bike in a parking lot. These are slow speed problems, and they're the ones that make or break your confidence. Being good at 80 miles per hour? That's easy. Being smooth at 5 miles per hour? That's the real test. So don't fall for the idea that skill is measured by speed. Don't let other riders rush you. You're not out here to race. You're out here to ride, to improve, to own every inch of the bike at every speed. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. And fast, that'll come naturally once your control is locked in. Tip 2: Where you look is where you go. This is pure motorcycling magic, and one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn. Your motorcycle follows your eyes, literally. If you look down at a pothole, you'll ride into it. If you stare at the curb while turning, hello, curb. But if you turn your head, keep your chin up, and look through the turn, your bike will glide that direction like it's on rails. It feels like voodoo at first, but it's physics. The handlebars follow your head. Your balance aligns with your vision. It's instinctive once you practice it. This is why every instructor says, look where you want to go. It's not just a mantra, it's a survival skill. So next time you're nervous on a corner or doing a U-turn, remember, your bike can make the turn, but only if your eyes lead the way. Tip 3: The rear brake is your secret weapon. At slow speeds, the rear brake is like a cheat code. Most new riders overuse the front brake, and that's okay. It's powerful and it saves lives at speed. But at walking pace, it can jerk the bike around or even tip it over. That's where the rear brake comes in. It's smooth, subtle, predictable. It keeps your bike steady while your clutch and throttle dance together. Doing U-turns in a parking lot? Ride the friction zone, give a little throttle, and feather the rear brake. It settles the chassis. It gives you balance. It makes you look like you've been riding for years. Every skilled rider knows how to use the rear brake with finesse. It's not flashy, but it's effective. If you want to master slow control, this is your tool. Tip 4: The friction zone is home base. This is the foundation, the heart of low-speed riding, the secret to not stalling at a red light or during a tight turn. The friction zone is the small space between clutch fully in and clutch fully out, where the bike starts to pull forward, but you're still in control. It's where you live in traffic. It's where you survive in parking lots. It's what gives you the power to move an inch or a mile without drama. If you're jerky on takeoffs or stalling randomly, this is where the fix lives. So spend time here. Practice it over and over. Feel where your clutch grabs. Hold it. Ride it. Own it. Once the friction zone becomes second nature, you'll stop worrying about stalling. You'll start feeling in tune with the bike. And from that point on, everything feels easier. Tip 5: Practice parking lot drills, even if you think you're past that. Let's get this out of the way. Parking lot drills aren't just for newbies. They're for riders who want to be good. We're talking U-turns, figure eights, emergency stops, tight slow speed maneuvers. All the stuff that keeps your riding sharp, controlled, and crisis proof. Because here's the reality: in an emergency, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to the level of your training. If your only training is weaving through traffic and bombing straight roads, you're not ready for a surprise obstacle, a stalled car, or a tight corner on gravel. But if you've practiced panic stops 100 times in a parking lot, you're calm when it counts. If you've nailed U turns between two cones over and over, you're not the one doing a 15-point turn on a narrow road. Skill isn't built at 60 miles per hour, it's built at 6. So, yeah, it might feel repetitive, it might feel boring, but that's where your muscle memory is forged. That's where confidence is built. Real riders don't avoid the lot, they dominate it. Tip 6: ride your own ride. This might be the most important mindset shift you can make as a new rider. Stop trying to keep up. It's so tempting. You're on a group ride. Your buddy rips ahead. You don't want to feel left behind, so you twist the throttle and hope you can handle it. That's where bad decisions are made. The truth? No one who matters is judging you, and the ones who are aren't worth impressing. Riding your own ride means knowing your limits and respecting them. It means slowing down when the curve feels sketchy. It means pulling over if you're overwhelmed. It means practicing self awareness, not showmanship. Because here's the deal: every great rider you've ever seen, they got good by staying upright, not by pushing past their skill level. Confidence comes from mastery, not from pretending. So when the road opens up and everyone guns it, pause. Ask yourself, is this my pace? If it's not, that's okay. Ride yours. You'll be safer. You'll get better. And in the long run, you'll leave the speed demons in your dust, not because you were faster, but because you were still riding when they weren't. Tip 7: don't trust drivers. Trust yourself. Here's a hard truth: you are invisible on a motorcycle until you're not. And by then, it's usually too late. You could have the brightest gear, loudest pipe, and still get cut off by someone changing lanes while checking their phone or sipping a coffee. It's not fair, but it's reality. So what do? You stop hoping drivers see you, and you start riding like they never will. Every intersection, expect someone to pull out. Every green light, look both ways first. Every car in your mirror, assume they'll close the gap without seeing you. It's not about riding scared. It's about riding yourself space, having an escape route, never getting boxed in. And most of all, staying mentally sharp. Trust yourself. Trust your training, your instincts, and your decision making. Because the second you leave your safety up to someone else, you've already lost. You're not just riding a motorcycle, you're managing risk in real time. You're predicting stupidity before it happens. You're playing chess while everyone else is playing bumper cars. So gear up, stay alert, and remember, your survival isn't luck, it's awareness. Tip 8: good gear is worth every penny. We all want that dream helmet, that badass jacket, those armored gloves that look like they came off a sci-fi movie set. But good gear isn't about looking cool. It's about walking away when everything goes sideways. Because it will. You don't plan your first crash. But when it happens, what you're wearing makes all the difference between a bruise and a hospital bill. And this isn't just about major accidents. Even a slow tip over can tear up your knees or palms if you're in sneakers and a hoodie. Helmet, jacket, gloves, pants, boots, every time. Not just when it's cold, not just on group rides. Every ride. It's hot? Wear mesh gear. Just going a mile down the road? That's where half the crashes happen. You want freedom, right? You want to feel the road, lean into curves, explore the world on two wheels? Then respect it enough to suit up, because the confidence you get from knowing you're protected, it changes how you ride. You ride smoother, smarter, more focused. Good gear won't make you invincible, but it will give you a second chance. And trust me, when you need it, you'll be glad you invested. Tip 9: smooth throttle is a game changer. Throttle control is where beginner riders either shine or scare themselves. When you're just starting out, it's easy to be jerky. You twist the throttle too fast and the bike lunges forward. You roll off too hard and suddenly you're lurching in your seat, arms tense, confidence rattled. But here's the secret: smooth throttle equals smooth riding. It's not about how fast you go, it's about how fluidly you get there. When you roll on the throttle gradually, the power delivery is stable. Your suspension stays planted. Your rear wheel maintains traction. And your brain gets the message: this feels right. You're not surprising the bike. You're not waking it up like it's being chased. You're working with it. This is especially important in corners. Jerky throttle inputs in a turn, that's how you upset the balance. You want to roll on gently, hold steady through the curve, and roll off smoothly when exiting. And when you combine smooth throttle with good clutch control, that's where riding starts to feel magical. So next time you ride, forget speed. Focus on feel. Be intentional with your wrist. Pretend you're turning the volume knob on your favorite song, not launching a missile. Because once you master throttle finesse, everything else clicks into place. Tip 10. You'll get better every ride. Here's something nobody tells you. Your progress won't always feel like progress. One ride, you're nailing the corners, finding the friction zone, feeling like you belong in MotoGP. Next ride, you stall at a light and can't make a U-turn to save your life. That's normal. Learning to ride a motorcycle isn't linear. It's not a straight climb. It's peaks, valleys, setbacks, breakthroughs. But the key is this: every single ride teaches you something, even the bad ones. You stall? That's clutch timing practice. You panic in traffic? That's situational awareness training. You forget to cancel your turn signal for the 10th time? That's a reminder you're still human. The difference between a struggling rider and a skilled one isn't talent, it's persistence. You kept showing up. You took the scary rides. You learned from the frustrating ones. You didn't quit when things got embarrassing. And that steady accumulation of little lessons, that's what builds real confidence. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate small wins. And don't let one rough day erase the fact that you're doing something brave, something challenging, something amazing, because you will get better. Every mile, every mistake, every moment in the saddle moves you forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. Keep riding. So, yeah, there's a lot I wish someone told me on day one. But the good news, you're hearing it now. And if you take these tips seriously, you're going to ride better, safer, and way more confident than I ever did when I started, which is kind of the point. I'm Matthew from Autozium. Ride smart, ride steady, and I'll see you out there.